Hello, and welcome back to Ancient Era Chronicles. Today we have an exciting topic to explore together. We'll be delving into the fascinating world of ancient Egypt and focusing on one of its most enigmatic pharaohs, Akhenaten, and the intriguing period known as the Amarna Period. Akhenaten, also known as Amenhotep IV, was a pharaoh who reigned during the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt, around 1353–1336 B.C.E. His rule marked a significant departure from the traditional Egyptian religious and artistic norms, making him a truly unique figure in the history of Egypt. Akhenaten ascended to the throne after his father's death, and early in his reign, he made a groundbreaking decision that would set him apart from his predecessors. He introduced a radical religious reform centered around the worship of a single god, the Aten, often represented as the sun disk. This marked a dramatic shift from the traditional polytheistic religious practices that had dominated Egypt for centuries. This religious revolution led to the establishment of a new capital city called Akhenaten, known today as Amarna, which was dedicated to the worship of the Aten. The period during which Akhenaten ruled and these changes took place is known as the Amarna Period. One of the most striking aspects of the Amarna period was its distinctive art style. Artists began to depict Akhenaten, his wife Nefertiti, and their family in a more naturalistic and relaxed manner, with elongated features and softened expressions. This artistic revolution was a stark departure from the rigid and idealized depictions of pharaohs and their families seen in previous eras. Speaking of Nefertiti, she remains one of the most iconic figures from this period. Her beauty and prominence in Akhenaten's reign have captivated historians and art enthusiasts for centuries. However, her fate and the extent of her influence on her husband's policies remain the subject of debate and speculation. Despite the initial enthusiasm for Akhenaten's religious reforms, his reign faced challenges. The abrupt shift to monotheism disrupted traditional power structures, and the clergy of the old gods lost their influence. Additionally, Akhenaten's foreign policy decisions, including neglecting Egypt's borders, created instability. In the end, Akhenaten's reign marked a unique chapter in ancient Egyptian history. His religious and artistic reforms were bold and groundbreaking but ultimately led to a period of upheaval. After his death, his successors worked to restore traditional religious practices, and his legacy was largely erased from official records. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and times of Pharaoh Akhenaten and the Amarna period. If you found this video informative and enjoyable, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Ancient Era Chronicles for more engaging content on history, archaeology, and ancient civilizations.